Welcome to Go Island. I'm your host, Big Ka Huzzi, and this is your weekly culture talk. And starting with food culture, this month is all about the Hangover heroes, the go-to spots for when you are regretting the night before. So, the spots and orders that save your Sunday soul after a Saturday disaster. This week's spot, Anissa's. Multiple locations in the greater Cape Town area, home of the legendary Vienna and chip parcel for the culture, of course. And our goat order, the chicken geba or Gatsby if you're not from Cape Town, plus a large Vienna and chip parcel for that to smell. And then to finish it off, since it's most likely a Sunday, of course, you gotta get the two cook sisters, you know? And when does it hit best? That late Sunday morning when you wake up, but barely because you only got in at like stupid o'clock a.m. Hangover is on steroids. You grab your phone, open Mr. D or Uber Eats, order the second your eyes open, find some leftover 4th Street to sip while you have a smoke, waiting for the delivery, because if you don't, you'll pass out before it arrives. Then it gets there, you crush half of it, and your eyes closed while the wrapping is still next to you on the bed. If you've never had to wipe sauce off your pillow the next morning, you've never done Anissa's properly. And for drink culture, late night drinks for when you and your dignity are barely on speaking terms. This month is all about sad hours sipping. In this week's drink, Russian roulette keeps you awake while making you regret everything. Risk factor high. Now here's what you need. Brew a strong cup of coffee with 2-3 sugars and a dash of milk. And then add like 2 or 3 shots of vodka. The people that like this drink, masochists who text their ex, do you still love me at 1:15 in the morning, already knowing the answer, is not. You know, the kind of people who live for emotional damage. If your heart rate is high from the coffee, but your soul feels like a pothole on the N1, congratulations. You've mastered sad hours sipping. And the ink that's sacred and the ink that should have stayed in the catalog. It's time for this week's sick ink. And of course, this month's focus is tribal and traditional. And the wicked work of the week, Moko face. And why it's fire? Bold, clean, culturally powerful, and keeps an almost wiped out culture alive and relevant today. Who rocks it best? It's strictly Maori. Like, that's just you can't culture vulture this. It's just done. And they covered it up of this week. Random Polynesian symbols because you did it for the rock. Oh man. It's trash because you don't know what it means. It looks generic and it screams, I watched Moana too many times. Who is it the worst? Cape Town boys that were told once they look Samoan and ran with it. Calm down, Dylan. You're from Grassy Park. Get an Anissa's tattoo instead. Honestly. And You're not alone in your room, so act like it. Because the gym is for gains, not for game. This week's social situation for the gym is guys trying to flirt, riz, or chase women in the gym. The unspoken rule is don't ever. Some common mistakes include thinking a pump makes you look better than you are, disguising flirting as unsolicited advice. You've never had abs, my guy, that you can't tell the chick how what's gonna help her. You can't even help yourself. And then showing off and one-upping smaller or younger guys to impress her. Newsflash, she's got her own gym crush and it's not you. If you are over 35 and your arms are still under 15, please step away from the squat rack Casanova routine. The 22-year-old's boyfriend has bigger arms, a better car, and probably a better hairline. Now, that's a wrap for this week's Culture Talk. And you should like and subscribe. And if you have any thoughts, drop a comment. And from Goat Island, this is the Big Ka Huzzi. We'll check you again.